What's good, y'all? Welcome to the ElijahBoyy Report. I am your host, ElijahBoyy, obviously. So, we got some stuff to talk about today. As of this recording, I did not see Double or Nothing or Saturday night's main event. So, don't expect a review in this video because I don't do reviews in these videos. But let's get to the first topic. Let's get the non wrestling topic out the way. Let's talk about Avengers Doomsday and Avengers Secret Wars have been delayed to 2026 and 2027. Am I bothered by this? No. I mean, let's be real. The MCU is it's been in a rough point here. It's been in a rough point for a long time. I mean, obviously Loki was great, and I enjoyed Falcon and Winter Soldier. Hawkeye was good. Daredevil was kind of like that for me. Pause. It looks like I'm doing something else. I didn't see Agatha. I didn't see the point of watching that. I didn't. I didn't really care for What If either. But I was curious to see. I'm like, is the Avengers going to reassemble? They lost Captain America. They lost Iron Man. Obviously, Robert Downey Jr. will play Doctor Doom. Granted, they have a cast list, but we don't technically know where they stand Avengers wise. I mean, Spider-Man's new movie, fourth film, will come out before those movies, which I'm okay with. The Spider-Man movies are pretty good. The only Avengers I can think of: Captain America, the new Falcon. I guess the Thunderbolts as well. Fantastic Four. That's not really a spoiler. It's pretty obvious. I mean, come on, you can put two and two together. I'd recommend to go see Thunderbolts because that movie was freaking good. I thought it was great. It wasn't perfect, but it was. Trust me, it's enjoyable. Trust me, and I have my reasons for why I liked it. Who else would be in the Avengers? I don't know if Spider-Man's going to be a part of it. Like I said, we see the cast list from that video, but we don't really know for sure who's in what. You know what I mean? And they're known to put out fake things to like throw you off to avoid spoilers, especially nowadays with the internet. But the Avengers have been delayed. I'm very curious to how Doomsday is going to work. I don't know if Doctor Doom, if he's going to make like an appearance somewhere, to build it up over time. And that's the thing, like Thanos was built up over time. We all knew he was coming, and it was scary and it was great. Kang, well, we all know why that fell, we all know how that fell through. But he was supposed to be the next threat, but nah, it's not going to happen. So they had to pivot, like from remember that Ross dude from Friends? Pivot. And then Secret Wars, I don't know what's going to happen with that. I don't know how that's going to look or how that's going to go, but I'm going to let them cook, as the kids say nowadays. So let me know how y'all feel about Avengers Doomsday and Secret Wars being delayed. Do you care, or do you just like, we'll see what they do. Let's get to the next segment. Undertaker, the dead man. The Undertaker. I want to tell y'all 3 matches. If you haven't seen them, please look them up. They're available. Trust me, they're all available. My 3 favorite Undertaker matches of all time. Now, he has a lot of great matches in his illustrious career, but I was able to pinpoint 3 matches that I feel will blow your mind if you've never seen them. So the first match I want to bring up, let's get the easy one out the way because everyone always brings it up, right? Undertaker versus Shawn Michaels at WrestleMania 25. That match was just amazing. Just the build up to it. I mean, Shawn Michaels was at the end point of his full-time career. He beat Vladimir Kozlov in order to get that match, and he had the Undertaker's number and all this other stuff. And then we get to WrestleMania 25. Everybody and their mama was like, could Shawn be the one? Could Shawn Michaels be the guy? And what happened? Undertaker defeated him. It's crazy. When I first saw it, I was like one he kicked out of the tombstone pile driver. I was like, oh, it was just such a beautiful match. It was perfect. It was perfect down to the last minute detail. And of course, that dive on the cameraman. Oh my God, that's still hard to watch. I recommend that one. And the one Undertaker versus Triple H at WrestleMania 28 Hell in a Cell. It was that match. The story told in that match was so good. The end of an era, even though they did end up wrestling each other again like years later, but at that time it was the end of the era. Shawn Michaels was a special guest referee. They were inside Hell in a Cell. Undertaker started the whole rivalry again because he didn't like the fact that he didn't walk out. He was kind of stretchered out while Triple H was able to walk out at WrestleMania 27, which that match was good too. And Triple H denied him at first. He was like, I don't want to be the one to have to end that, And then, Undertaker, he wanted him to run it back, saying, I want to walk out. And the match was just great. The twists, the turns, and all this other stuff, the shocking moments. And then all three of them walking out together. It was such a beautiful shot. Like, just please go watch that match. Now, this next match, Undertaker versus Kurt Angle at No Way Out 2006. When I tell y'all to go watch, please, I am begging you, go watch that match, bro. That match. Kurt Angle was the wrestling machine. Like, you know what I mean? And Undertaker was the dead man. Bro, dude, that match was so good. I couldn't leave the screen. Like, when I first saw it, like, I was like, and I didn't know who was going to win at the time of that match. I think it was for the World Heavyweight Championship. Bro, I was like glued to the screen like this. Like, I'm like every move was hitting different. Like, dude, I might have to go rewatch that again because that was that good. I recommend that match. So let me know, what is your favorite Undertaker match or matches in the comments? Please tell me. Please tell me. But those are my three. So go out of your way to go see those. Now we get to the final segment of the show here, of the ElijahBoyy Report for this week. Which era was better? Attitude Era or the Ruthless Aggression Era? Was it the Attitude Era or was it Ruthless Aggression? Now this was a difficult debate. Even I'm torn because let's be real, the Attitude Era may have been their most successful era compared. In terms of ratings and all this other stuff, we can get into all the logistics, but if we're talking pure entertainment, because both sides have had great matches and great moments and terrible matches and terrible moments. I mean, you had Stone Cold Steve Austin, The Rock, the New Age Outlaws, the D Generation X, the Three Faces of Foley and all this other stuff. I mean, they had to battle WCW. I mean, honestly, if we're going by promos and storylines, I guess the Attitude Era would have a leg up over Ruthless Aggression. But honestly, I feel like the match quality could have been better in the Ruthless Aggression Era. Because don't forget, Ruthless Aggression Era had their moments. They had obviously the Doctor of Thugonomics. They had the Rated R Superstar. They had Batista. Raw and SmackDown having separate brands and all this other stuff. But I mean, the quality of the matches, the SmackDown 6, like when Paul Heyman was running SmackDown, I mean, the show was like crack. It was addictive. Eddie Guerrero, you know what I mean? Winning his WWE Championship and then his matches with Rey Mysterio when he was a villain. I mean, there's so much that went down in the Ruthless Aggression Era, but in the Attitude Era, you had the Bret Hart and Shawn Michaels thing. I'm not saying there wasn't great wrestlers in the Attitude Era, don't get it twisted, but it felt like it was more story-based shock value and all this other stuff, and it was entertaining, the Ministry of Darkness, Vince's rivalry with Stone Cold Steve Austin, there was so much that went down in both eras, bro. It's hard for me to be fully, I guess a lot of people are like, are you kidding me? Attitude Era was way better. And then there would be people that would say the Ruthless Aggression Era was better. So it's like, it's so much. The roster for the Ruthless Aggression Era was insanity. So it's like hard to, I guess I mean, it's that's the hard debate, bro. Like, I wish I could sit here and really be like, oh, the Attitude Era for sure, or the Ruthless Aggression Era for sure. But it's hard because both of them have had great moments and bad moments, and it's just, ugh. And I would love to know your thoughts. Which era do you think was better, the Attitude Era or the Ruthless Aggression Era? Let me know down below. Some of you might say neither. I prefer the golden era or, the 80s era or whatever. I think it all depends on what you grew up on. So you're going to have a preconceived notion. But I would love to y'all to give not an unbiased, but like that's kind of the point of this debate. Which era is better in your opinion? Attitude Era or the Ruthless Aggression Era? Let me know. But that's all the time we have for. Please like and subscribe if you enjoyed. Please comment. I would love to hear all your opinions. And I'll see you all next time.